Hi Gemini, welcome to your Phoenix Rising reading. This is intended to be a romantic love reading, but may resonate in other areas of your life. All right, Gemini, what do we got here? Phoenix Rising from the ashes for Gemini. What do we got? Gemini. Okay. Two of Wands. Death. Could be Scorpio. Where are we at here? Hanged Man. Could be Pisces. Hermit. Virgo. Wow. Justice. Oh my God. Libra. Okay. Page of Cups. Temperance. That could be Sagittarius. Holy cow. 5 out of 7 majors. Good gracious. Okay. Got a lot going on, Gemini. Okay, so we got Virgo, Scorpio, Pisces, Libra, Sagittarius. Good gracious. So, Gemini, are you not able to let go of, are you having a hard time with someone's decision to leave the relationship, or are you staying in a relationship that's no longer beneficial for you? Is it because it's like you're afraid to move forward and you know you shouldn't stay, but then is it really because what's coming for you or what's out in front you're not sure of either? Like you're afraid of what's around the corner. It feels like you're stuck because even though your intuition's kicking in and you're kind of aware of what's going on, at least it's known, at least you're familiar with it, you feel like you got a handle on it, but and yet you're not progressing because you don't trust the person you're with, but you're not leaving because you're like, well, it's better than what's out there, or, well, I don't know what's going to happen if I do leave. So you're kind of stuck because you don't want to leave and you don't want to move forward. What's this Death card about? What's this Death card about? Page of Wands. What's this Hanged Man about for Gemini? Star card. Okay. What's this Hermit about? This Hermit. Death. Oh, Gemini. Golly. What's this Justice about? You are going through it. Oof. 9 of Wands. It feels like you're avoiding the inevitable, which is you need to leave this relationship behind, and you're going to have to be the one to end it. Because there's nothing for you here. I'm not making this up. I mean, look at it. We got Death card. This is, you just don't want to leave because, are you blaming yourself? Or are you feeling like, well, I just got to be sure. I don't want to have any regrets. And that's valid. But this is not... All right. And the thing is, you got somebody that just showed up inside of about 4 weeks to 2 weeks that there's this potential with, only you don't see it because you're still kind of deciding what to do about this relationship that you're mostly out of, but you're still reconsidering, or if you are out of it, because it feels a little bit removed, but your attention and focus is there. You're still examining the dickens out of something and still second guessing yourself and kind of, and what's this Temperance about? Judgment. Oof. Stop second guessing yourself. You've come full circle. You have all the information that you need. You need to make a decision and stick to it. This is not about, because you've got this opportunity waiting for you that maybe has scared you and made you kind of go back and re-examine and reconsider. If you're second guessing yourself, stop it. You don't need to. This is you being able to move on, but you have to make the decision to do so. And follow that with action. It's not just like, okay, I moved on. And I mean, I'm not, throwing shade here. It's just, there's an opportunity right in front of you, but it's got you scurrying back to reconsider, and probably because there might be some fear in progressing with this new relationship because of how much you went through in this past relationship. What's this Page of Cups about? For Gemini. What's this Page of Cups? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Ace of Cups, Page of Cups. Yay. Okay, so this is, yay. Oh, I like that. Yay, because this is heavy. This is you really still kind of going through it. And for all intents and purposes, you're removed from this situation, but you haven't fully left it mentally and emotionally, and you're still kind of, for some of you, it could be healing from it, but others of you, you're just kind of giving it space, and you're not, it's enough that you're detached, but everybody else thinks that you're just doing fine, but there's also, privately, there's this fear of, well, I don't want to go through that again. Well, you got Page of Cups and Ace of Cups, so it's not likely. But I want to be respectful of those of you who have, it's been traumatic. I'm not belittling that. But don't let this new thing showing up make you scurry and go, oh, no, it's safe over here. I want to stay, for all intents and purposes, stuck, because you're too afraid to progress, because you don't want to run into the same issues that you did with the last relationship. Like you're really, for the Geminis I'm reading for, you have really raked yourself over the coals more so than you needed to with this. You've examined this to the hilt and just been beating yourself up, and more so than you should. You don't have to fall on the sword anymore. That, it takes two, right? And instead of taking all the blame and taking it on and examining it and excavating it and wanting to re-examine and what if this and maybe I should have, stop it. Turn it into wisdom. Turn it into, well, okay, it happens. And I did the best I could at the time. Let's be generous and say the same thing for your person. And let that be experience, wisdom, faith, and courage, instead of, oh my gosh, I should have done this, and beating yourself up and using it to flagellate, or to, I hope I said that right, yeah, to just sit there and beat up on yourself. No, that's not what experience is for. It's a lesson, not a life sentence, And you got to let yourself off the hook. For the Geminis I'm reading for, you need to let yourself off the hook. And you're doing that because you're afraid to start anew with this person that's, hello. So you're afraid. You don't want to make the same mistakes twice. You don't want the same thing to happen. I get that. Well, baby steps. This can go at your pace. You've got this self-flagellation that you're going to turn into wisdom and courage so that you can move on. It's going to be this thoughtful progression with this person. It's not going to be, like gangbusters coming in and taking off like a rocket and everything going through. You're not going headlong into this unaware. There has been perspective and wisdom, and it's about you letting go with finality to this last hurt, pain, and person, so that you can be open to this coming in right here. We got this new interest, this new love interest. They've been interested in you. And it looks like you're just kind of, which is appropriate, because this is pretty dang heavy duty. You're trying to move past it and move through it. But you got to stop taking all the blame, and because in doing that, it gives you the illusion that you could fix it, that you could have done something differently, and you did the best that you could with where you were at, and that's that. That's it. That's what you need to understand, and that's all. No more machinating, no more rethinking, no more just get out of that behavior thought pattern. You've got the perspective. Now it's time to put an end to that and to start anew. That is over. That is finished. Let it go. I know also too though about I don't let go of something. It lets go of me. I get it. I understand that. So just know that this is on its way out for you. Just know that this is the last revisiting of this before you're getting to your new thing. That is going to be a much more even-keeled, thoughtful, balanced progression, because you've simply got the wisdom behind you and the experience. So there you go. All right. Yeah, this is, it's almost like this, you're like, I don't want to get hurt again. Well, okay, that's fair, you know? And so you're going to take it as you go. That's what it is. Take it as you go. You don't have to decide anything right now, or it doesn't have to be made into something it's not. You're just going to see how it goes. Baby steps. That's for Gemini. Hello. You know, it's one thing, and I just gotta say, it's one thing to kind of revisit something and be like, okay, you know, but you're beating yourself up, and that's got to stop. Like you're staying stuck there because you keep trying to re-examine. You can't fix it in retrospect. You're searching for this understanding that might not. It might just be that you're not gonna understand it. You gotta let it go. But you're trying to control and understand it, because then maybe you can prevent it from happening again. And to some degree, that's valid. But the shoulda, woulda, coulda needs to stop. You gotta stop beating yourself up, Gemini. Take that shoulda, woulda, coulda and apply it to this new thing coming in. 2 of Wands. Where do we see that? Did I see 2? Oh, that's a 3. Oh, there it is. 2 of Wands. All right. Yay. Yay. New opportunities coming. Having to make some decisions. Figuring out where you want to invest your energy. Put your energy. What direction you want to go in. You're at a turning point. You're setting this down and you're starting to go towards this new thing. But again, baby steps. God forbid you get ahead of yourself and then you panic and you scurry back again. You don't want that. Nobody wants that. We got the Temperance, Star, and Hermit here. This is, you're not going headlong into anything. This is a very balanced approach. Baby steps, taking it as it comes. Good. Yay. That's for Gemini. Gemini. Oh, nourishment. That's milk. Good. Yay. This is going to be, there's been a dry spell, hasn't it? A drought, especially emotionally. Like, this has been, probably you haven't found somebody you've emotionally connected with for quite some time, and then you find this person and you're like, I don't want to get hurt again. So this, all good things. Yay. Glad that showed up, because that's you being cautious and being careful, but also this is not going to be something you need to be cautious or fearful about. If that's your pace you want to go at, fine, but you don't need to worry about being afraid of this person. If any kind of holding yourself back is just you doing it out of self-preservation, but it's not because there's red flags here. Just saying. Just saying. All right, Gemini. 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 Oh, look at that. Yay. Oh my God. Look. Yay. 2 of Cups and Ace of Pentacles. Oh, yay. Gemini, yay. Because that's you putting the final touches on this, leaving your life. It's phasing out of your life, and there's some angst and because this was huge. Look at all these major arcana here. And then we got the 2 of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. This is about this someone new, and maybe you're just revisiting the past. Maybe it's not as dramatic as I made it sound. Revisiting the past, making sure that I'm going to do it right this time. I don't want to do what was done before, because I don't want the same thing to happen. I really like this person. I got potential, and you do. So good for you for taking it slow. This is passing out, and this is coming in, and you are good to go. Don't take the past in review too far, though. Like, don't let that be kind of this wall keeping you from progressing with this person. It's just baby steps, that's all. But don't beat yourself up, and don't try to do everything for everyone. No. You get to get what you need now. is going to be equal and you two progressing equally. It's not anybody getting out in front and dragging an anchor or trying to convince somebody else on a time frame. Good. Yay. Oh, I'm very happy. Yay. This is the poor thing, the dry spell. And that's not a, saying for something else I'm referring to. This is just, there's been kind of this emotional drought and you're coming back online, and it's the fact that you're so ready for it, or it's such a, it feels so good, is probably cause for fear also. Like, oh my gosh, I don't want to get to it. I could see that. I mean, gosh, when something's, when there's been kind of a dry spell and you've been beating yourself up and oh my gosh, and you're just now coming out of something, and then you meet something, your first inclination is like, oh my gosh, I don't want the same thing to happen. But this is safety and security, so it's okay. Just take it at your own pace, baby steps. You get to decide. Baby steps. Okay, all right. Gemini, I hope this was helpful, and you kids have fun. And I hope to see you in the next reading. This is the past leaving, and you, Two of Cups and Ace of Pentacles. I mean, that's awesome. If that's what you wanted, you got it. This person is just as into it as you are. Okay, so I hope to see you in the next reading. You take care.